Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Downtime Activities, and welcome back to the Curian Empire, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign with a Epic 6 rule set, bastardizing the history of the ancient Mediterranean and parts of Europe, more or less. When last we left off, you guys had, over the course of really the last couple episodes, journeyed up to the homeland of the Dwarves, a homecoming for one of you. And we're helping them assemble an army to push the Curian Legion out of Moorland, the sort of area just to the south on the other side of the wall. And we're investigating a clan?
Yeah, I believe we were I think it was Stronghand who we just talked to and we think is real sketchy.
Yeah, and we were kind of camped out in the woods.
Well, yeah, we were going to leave. You were going to stay because we now have the tome. So you were going to stay and keep track
and try and catch any messenger leaving to report what information.
And then me and Asim were going to go to Long Axe to see if we can convince them to join us. Because Long Axe.
Is that what you guys were doing? I thought you were waiting in the woods out ahead, so that if I catch him or I lose him or something, I can warn whichever one of you which direction he's going in.
Oh yeah, that's
to intercept him.
That's right.
Okay,
I thought one of us. I thought we were at least gonna send me for Long Axe. I don't remember. It's been a minute, but
thought the plan. I mean, we could. That was the plan then. We can change the plan now. My thought was that you guys kind of in different points out ahead, so that I can warn where they're going and we can all try and kind of converge.
Yeah.
Or you can potentially catch him if I miss him. It's also if I don't see somebody and you do.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go with. Let's just stick with the plan.
What's your plan specifically then?
I would like to kind of set up camp, my own little small camp outside of town, just a little ways out, the direction south of the camp essentially, of their town. Excuse me, and try and keep an eye out for somebody leaving who, someone leaving and heading towards the wall, because I assume not many people do that.
Okay, so are you watching the village itself, or are you just kind of watching that route south?
Probably. It's tricky. I kind of want to watch the village in case they go by boat, because this is kind of coastal.
Okay.
So, trying to watch more so the exit of the village that goes out towards that the path south, and meanwhile occasionally just watching boats leaving and taking note of which boats are leaving from the coastline.
Okay. Well, you are kind of a couple of miles from the coastline.
Okay, it's not right here at the village.
No, it is quite close, but you are a couple of miles from.
Okay.
So you're not going to necessarily see boats.
Okay. Then my focus would be more on my focus would be on a moron. Hopefully, it would be watching for people leaving towards the coastline or people leaving south.
Okay.
Try to kind of put myself in that 90-degree wedge and kind of hide out and watch.
Okay.
Using my Mask of the Wild to hide out in the woods.
Okay. If you're trying to remain hidden, you give me a stealth check.
Okay. I get no bonuses for Mask of the Wild. It just means I can be in shrubs and still try and hide. And my stealth is mediocre. But who knows? We'll try. That's a 6.
Not great. It's obvious to you as you're kind of hanging around that
People start noticing that
notice
camping
that
out.
you're camping out.
Okay.
Nobody's driving you off, but you are not stealthy.
Okay. I mean, if people are clearly noticing, I'm still trying to lie low, but I'm just kind of trying to make it seem like I'm just camped out here resting.
Okay.
As best I can.
As night falls, you can give me a disadvantaged perception check.
Even though I can see in the dark?
Well, you can see in the dark to a certain distance.
This is fair. I don't think I got anything to help. Well, one of those would be great, and the other is mediocre. 8.
8. Don't really see anything.
Okay.
Nobody marching through the woods with a lit torch or anything.
Okay. I just do my best to keep watch. I think it's more likely... We're pretty close to the wall here. I probably focus more on the route south than the route towards the coast
Okay.
because I think that's more likely to be where they go. But I'm just gonna try and keep watching and stay camped
Okay.
out here.
You're nobody passes by at least close to your camp that night.
Okay. In the morning, I'll write into the book saying I didn't see anyone pass this direction towards you guys this night. Stay one more night, at least, to see.
Yeah.
But keep an eye out on the path. Like, I assume at least one of you is like on that path. So just keep an eye out in case I miss somebody.
Yeah. I'll probably be on the path.
I'm useless as turds unless it's the day, so.
So I'll probably be on that path for one more day.
I
And
don't think you've ever lit turds on fire and thrown them at your enemies. Turds can be very useful.
I think you've never thrown turds at your enemies.
Yeah. We mock the great apes, but they are ingenuitive.
they are ingenuitive at best.
Bring in, create their own weapons. Bam.
It's going to be kind of the same thing over the course of the day. You're not going to see anybody that really seems to be... I mean, you're suspicious of everybody, so everybody's acting suspiciously. But you're not going to see anybody that, like, particularly catches your eye over the course of the day. But you can, as night falls, you can give me another disadvantage.
Oh, I'm supposed to use these for advantage or disadvantage. That's why it didn't work out.
Right, that's why it wasn't a 1 out of 20.
Yeah. A 7 and a 4, actually.
Mm.
For a total of another 7 on
Another
perception.
7.
I saw the line and was like, are you
Nothing.
kidding me?
Quiet night.
Okay.
Alright.
Similar message the next morning of didn't see anyone leave. Have any of you seen anybody on your path? On the path heading south?
I don't know. Did I notice? Nope. Kind of right the same.
Say one more night? Question mark?
Sure.
Sounds good, LOL winky face.
Thumbs up drawing sent message of gift.
Draws a slightly different picture on the next 6 pages of the book, so when you flip through, it's astonishing.
Quite the artist.
Yeah.
One more day of doing that.
Okay. It's gonna be you're definitely getting a lot more weird looks because it's obvious that you're just
Camped out.
like
Kinda
you've been
watching
there
them.
4 days.
Yeah, I think after day 3, I don't get to hang out here anymore. One more night of resting.
Give me what do you do during the day?
During the day, I'd probably spend the midday trying to rest. As an elf, I don't have to sleep.
Right.
But I probably so I can be up during the night. I try and I just very much
Are you
rest during
just
midday.
staying in your camp, or are you?
I probably kind of wander the area in that kind of wedge between heading towards the coast and heading towards the south, because I want to keep eyes on that road at all times, or at least nearby to it. And so I'm moving around, but it's probably mostly just moving around to gather wood for the fire that I've made, and looking like I'm camped out. I'm not trying to draw attention apart from stuff. I'm camped out here.
You can give me a survival check during the daytime.
Okay. I mean, it's the DM's die, which I probably shouldn't have rolled, but it didn't do bad. 14.
14. Heading particularly down, sort of if you wander as far as the coast or sort of down in that direction, and obviously sort of the farther you wander from camp, the fewer and fewer tracks you see, and more of them tend to be small groups of hunters.
Okay.
Heading far enough down towards the coast, there's sort of one set of tracks that eventually singles out
Okay.
as the only set of tracks, and they have clearly come and gone from the direction of the coast. Or it's hard to tell which order necessarily, at least in most places, whether they walked to the coast and back, or if they walked up from the coast and back down.
I would like to follow
You'll see
the
tracks
tracks
everywhere.
all the way to the coast and
Okay.
see where it ends at.
Give me another survival check.
I should put these
You
away.
can follow the tracks quite easily, but it's more a sort of
15.
to see what you can tell. It's clear that at some point in the past couple of days, more than once, a boat was pulled up here out of the water, briefly, and presumably returned the same way because there's no boat anywhere.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think I found our spot where they're coming and going with information. It's on the coast. The boat's not here right now. I don't know if it is Curians coming and getting the information or an informant from the city leaving with that information. I will camp out here and watch for the next boat's arrival.
Okay.
What's the plan for us then? Do you want us to come meet you, or
I mean,
It's been 3 days. It probably would.
I think it would probably make sense for you guys to start heading this way. I think this is our best lead now.
Yeah.
I want to try and similarly set up, but like I want to set up in the tree line watching. I want to be a little ways off the coast, but I want to be just above this area because it doesn't look like there's any foot
You want to
traffic.
see the sea.
I want to see the sea.
Okay, you have
Sea. I would like to see the sea.
Okay. So let's see. You have two options. You can
Okay.
be in the forest right on the coast.
Okay.
Or you could climb up to higher ground.
So only A or B. There's no C.
Right. You could be in the sea if you would like.
I see.
You could.
A Curian boat comes past and you're just hovering in the water.
I
like
really
a
couldn't
crocodile.
see myself being in the sea. So I think I'll be
Well,
in the forest just off of the sea.
And
You're
it's on
not-
that note, the wolf kills himself.
you're hovering in the water with just your eyes above, but you're still wearing your like plumed like Grecian helm.
Yes. I'd like to be. I want to be close enough that I could run in and get involved.
Okay.
Close.
So
So
you're gonna stick on the
yeah.
on like in the tree line on the coast and not
Yes.
like
all
high
this is
ground.
happening
Okay.
while he's traveling back? The existential dread from the puns. You're like,
Somewhere.
I'm done.
Some elf is speaking some nonsense.
My depression has completely kicked in.
Asim, you alright? No!
You'll be okay. It just misses the desert.
I'm cold and this is pissing me out.
I don't know why, but I'm getting a
I'm
lot
sitting in
angrier.
the woods in the dark, which I can't see in for some reason.
All of your trees, all of your rocks are covered in moss. In moss. it's weird. It's soft. And fuzzy.
Yeah, don't eat it.
Yeah, unless you want to have a wild time. And by wild time, I mean get horrible diarrhea.
That's still
Wow.
a wild time.
All right,
It's
yeah.
normally not what people mean when they're talking about getting wild.
I'd like to just, no, I would just like to camp out in the tree line so that if one dude in the boat comes out, I don't have to throw a spear at him. I can run and tackle him to the ground, hog tie him, throw him on the back of my horse, and take him back to Valentine.
Lay him on a train track when I get bored of him.
Yeah, be real bad.
Do we, is it easy for us to find him?
You can
or-
find him.
Okay.
Occasionally he has to write what he sees down, and you guys have to attempt to interpret that. But if you're heading down the coast,
Yeah.
you two find each other.
Okay.
Or you
Marco
two
Polo.
groups.
I see the sea. Well, no shit. What else do you see?
I see. I see. I see him.
I'm the one standing there waving.
There's no one else on this coast. It's just me. 6'2" and shiny.
I gave you guys a group chat. The greatest magic item. You can give me if you're kind of standing watch through the night, you can give me another perception check.
Okay.
You can give me one during the day, but it will be harder and you might run different things.
Okay.
Suppose you can give me one during the day if you're looking around during the day.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I'm
you can-
looking around during the day. Then I'm expecting them to come under cover of nightfall because they're doing shady business, but who knows? They don't always know what the tides are going to be.
They also
I'd like
could
to
just
try and do
knock you
both,
down.
but again, kind of like more middle of the days, I'm going to try and do more resting
Okay.
and some more morning, evening, and night lookout. So is it just a straight perception
During the day,
during
yeah.
the day? Okay.
And you guys can both give me either perception checks or survival checks, depending on how you want to go about investigating this area.
Ooh!
About the same.
We got a 9 plus 10 for 21.
Not-
I actually got an 18 plus 3
So-
for 21.
So-
I'm plus 10
9
in
plus
perception.
9 plus 10 for 21? What?
do you not know this very old, out of date meme? There's like this
You're-
little
you're
kid. They're like,
stupid.
"You're stupid." No,
No,
I'm
no.
not. What's 9 plus 10?
21? That's a 14 on survival check.
14 on survival?
Also 14.
Up to date on your vines.
You guys are just going to find kind of the same thing. He has, like, it does seem like a relatively small boat was pulled out of the water here once or twice within the past couple of days, and there are tracks that have kind of come and gone. A single set of tracks. Seems like once they either approached the boat and once they left it, or vice versa. It's a little hard to tell.
Okay.
And 21 on your
On my perception.
on your perception check. You're standing there, as you often have done over the course of your life, presumably magnificently, yes.
Man, I'm on lookout.
The sun glittering off of your bronze armor and your bronze skin.
My bronze hair and eyes? Green eyes. Brown skin, or brown skin, tan skin, brown hair. Could be considered bronze.
Staring out at the magnificent sea, which you love so much. But you're reasonably certain, off and on, and it's like you get glimpses of it and then you kind of lose it. You're reasonably certain there's a ship with its sail furled, sitting far enough out that it's like its hull is mostly below the horizon. Like they're quite it, and it's anytime you get a glimpse of it, you're pretty sure it's in the same spot. But there seems to be a ship waiting out there in the distance.
I have
Do
an
they send
idea.
freaking smoke signals or something?
Or they wait for their informant to show up, and then they go. I want to go to the source of those tracks, like the path that those tracks back and forth have come from.
Okay.
And I want to camp out there for them. I want to call out them, or not call out, tell you guys I see this boat, and be like, I think they're waiting for their informant to show up. I would like to intercept them if possible. So I'd like to go and try and wait for just a couple hours and see if somebody takes that path that we've seen tracks go back and forth.
If you wait for a couple hours, nobody comes by.
Might come at night.
Yeah, I don't want to miss this opportunity if they don't. But I'd rather get the informant than a bunch of Curian dudes on boats. Because one of them would be like, this Curian is a traitor. Or, well, he's already a Curian. I want to get the dude who's got the evidence that we can show.
Yeah.
More so. So I think
How do we know we haven't already missed them delivering the information?
I mean,
the
they're
boat's still here, so I figured they're still waiting.
They're probably waiting for a certain piece of information to come through.
Yeah.
Or maybe
coming
they're
back
waiting
for the next.
Maybe they're waiting for a deal.
Maybe it's like a once or
Maybe
twice
they're
a week
waiting
thing.
for you to leave.
Maybe they noticed me.
I like the idea of you swimming out to the boat,
I
because
would
how
love
else
to.
would you get out there?
I would love to, I could. Don't tempt me. I could absolutely swim to that boat and do the, guys, pissing over the edge and then, a hand grabs him by the balls and rips him into the water.
First one I know!
My animal kraken.
Oh god, it's so much worse. You imagine this character as a druid? Every animal ever.
It's just a giant squid with Johnny Bravo hair.
Don't forget the sunglasses. It's just a bear flexing.
Damn, I would like to leave, please.
I think
Bravo Bear
it'd be
wants to
better
fight you.
to catch the informant than to go out to the
Oh
boat.
no,
But
I agree.
if we don't get the informant over the next day, then I'm all for trying to quietly swim out there and take the boat.
Look out! Yeah. What do you see? A magnificent bronze dolphin, sir.
The javelin flies 15 feet off the back of the boat. The dolphins! They're on to us! Run, boys! Now I want to set up a dolphin tail with an atlatl style apparatus to fling, be a ranged base dolphin druid.
They won't see this coming.
Be a range-based dolphin artificer.
Do not fear the poor boys. The poor boys will protect you from this shark. Okay. Hey there, buddy. Okay, that's a shark.
I think we should try and camp out, or stake out this path that the person's been taking so far.
Okay,
works for me.
A little ways off the coast, back. It's still in the wood line. I want to try and catch him before I make it to the coast.
You can all give me. Well, the two of you with dark vision can be close enough to the path that you want me to roll with disadvantage at night.
Disadvantage.
You will need to roll with disadvantage.
Get the Kraken.
Hey, now we're talking. You take away my disadvantage, I can roll some pretty damn good ones.
Crit success.
Crit success and a 20.
It was a crit, but now it's a 14.
Okay.
20, 14, and a crit.
You are all extremely certain.
No one
Nobody
comes
comes down.
God damn.
You feel like if a deer had come down this path, you'd have been all over it. There is no way anything took this route to the coast, or really anywhere near you guys at all, that you didn't know was there.
Alright, we have to pretend we can
That
swim
fox, totally know he's there. Those 2 deer, totally know they're there. Dwarves, just him.
I take my helmet off, set it on a rock, reach into my bag. See me messing with my hair, I turn around. We're going fishing.
I can't swim very well.
How far out did it look?
Oh, God.
It's probably a couple miles.
I could do it.
Which means half
can do
speed. Do you have a swimming speed?
Oh,
Half speed if not. Which means double
I'm
the
a
time.
Marine.
You didn't answer my question. None of Marines can swim.
What background did you...
Marine. It's the saltwater. It's a separate one. What it essentially gave me is land and water vehicle proficiency, but it also gave me the steady feature.
Oh, no, I'm
Which
thinking
is-
of a fighting style.
Yeah, the steady. Yeah, there's the Mariner fighting style, which I didn't take. I took the one that gave me more maneuvers.
Right.
It gives me the ability to travel twice as far under like a forced march, essentially, without
Right.
getting any exhaust. Like I'm good at marching long distances, and then if there is a safe shore to find, I can always find it in a boat. Is essentially what it gives me. Yeah, that I can without fail find a safe place to land a boat if one exists on the coastline I'm looking at. So it doesn't affect my ability to swim. I got good athletics, but what else we could do potentially is have a dwarf go down to the coast there, pretending to be an informant, and they
Yeah,
might
but how
see
do I
you.
signal them?
I don't know. Something incredible, I guess. Well, you just walk down there, and if they don't come sailing up to you as you walk down there, then you could instead start a fire and send some smoke up or something. I don't know.
Sure.
If you walk down there, then we
I'll-
wait in ambush.
I'll walk down there. Let's see what.
Are you doing this during the day or during the night?
During the night. I'm not just...
Well, they won't see you at all during the night.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Well, you could go during the night and like wave a torch.
Yeah, that,
I feel like that'd be a pretty universal signal.
yeah, and I have a torch.
It's how you do turn signals in this ancient world. Just stick a torch out of
Stick a torch
on one
out.
side of the vehicle.
All right.
As
Yeah,
universal
yeah.
as
Let's
it
go.
gets, right?
Let's go at night, and I'll have a torch with me. And I'll just kind of wave it.
Okay. This night, next night, or I mean, you go during the day first. If they don't notice, you can try it at night. But I don't know.
I don't know. I feel more safe at night. Weird enough.
Especially if they're Curians, they'll be humans. Then they'll be like him, and they can't see at night.
Yeah. So.
Actually, some of them can. Variants can.
Oh, what? Human variants?
Yeah.
Can see it.
Well, actually, now with custom, literally everything is artificial. So
Except for you.
Anyway.
Except for me.
Except for.
it's all right.
Hey.
Soon, child.
Fortunately
Soon.
for you, one of these guys is a Gloomstalker. Take that.
That's just fucking terrible.
Well, yeah,
We're all coming.
That means
Well-
he's at least a third level character.
right. Yeah,
First and
that's the problem. Is that he's a third level. Is that he's a third level.
No, there's
like,
also no hiding.
That's a plus.
he's a third level martial class.
With
I could
spells,
take him
yeah.
on.
You probably.
If it was in the light. If it was in the light, I could take him on. If I was fully rested, it was in the light, and he didn't get the drop on me, then I could take him.
Okay, if you go down at night and light a torch and wave it around,
You'll be surprised that nothing happens.
it takes a long time because of how far they have to row the boat.
Yeah.
But you will eventually, those of you with dark vision, and really let's see what the weather is like tonight.
Is it moonlit? Can I see the water?
That's what I'm determining. Determining. Yeah, it's a little overcast. But there is enough moonlight off and on that you can sometimes get glimpses of this of a small shadowy shape approaching
Okay.
across the sea.
So is your plan to just whack them over the head as soon as they pull into shore, or
Yeah.
He's already buried himself in the sand.
I wedge myself into the little slot where the boat has pulled up previously. Rolls up and just grab him, won't let it go. Get him, boy!
I'm gonna need a con save first.
As the boat rolls up straight up my crotch. The line of Arcturus ends with me. As I get my balls crushed by the
one
back.
way or another.
it's a sacrifice he's willing to make.
For the good of the cause. I think lying in ambush. not sprawled in the coast.
The screaming boat stop.
Okay, if any of you guys are trying to remain hidden, I'm going to ask for advantage stealth checks.
Oh. Reasonably. Ooh, actually, I have to re-roll. I'm wearing my armor that gives me disadvantage.
Yes. I let
Pretty
it
much the
slide
same.
earlier, but you also rolled so bad earlier.
It didn't matter. Well, I already had disadvantage on... No, I didn't have disadvantage on this. Anyway, that one with straight roll, because disadvantage is a 15.
Oh.
18.
I'm pretty dexterous. Just not... just wearing heavy armor. Hurt. Yeah.
Okay. You all watch you from out in the open with the torch, and you guys in hiding as a boat with. It's hard to tell. Like they're not dressed just like Curian soldiers. Two legionaries don't just climb out of the boat when it arrives at the shore. But the boat pulls up to the shore. One guy gets out to help, kind of just like help hold it there, and they seem to be waiting. They seem to assume that you know what to do.
I sure did.
I'm gonna.
They like beached it at this point. They pulled it up onto the shore.
I'm
You
going.
think they could get it back into the water quickly, but you've rowed enough boats to know that
They can't get
getting
very
it
far.
into the water and trying to get out to sea.
That's two different things.
You want to break the boat to make sure they can't.
I just want to kill the dude on the shoreline. Because then he can't. Who's going to push the boat out for them? We kill the dude who's not in the boat.
Well,
They're stuck.
I'm
Unless
just
they get out
gonna.
of the boat. True.
I'm gonna slowly walk up.
Okay.
To them.
How far from us in the tree line are they?
Let's say 45 feet.
Okay. I mean,
Let's go with a weird number just because we never do that. So
it's clearly a human.
human sized at the very least, yeah.
I mean, I don't think I wait around for you to get found out.
Well, I'm gonna be walking up, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, God, I hope Tersius knows what he's doing.
all of a sudden, you're back in Rome, sitting before the emperor, and he's like, "All right, report." It's like,
How did I get here?
and this is what happens when the ambush your party's planning never comes through.
You just have to stumble bullshit your way the rest of your life.
This is what happens when the ambush party you plan gets turned around from going in a straight line.
I mean, I'd like to throw a javelin
Sure,
at the dude on the shoreline.
you can have advantage. He ain't expecting it.
If I run out, he'll see me coming. I assume, if I break
Right.
the tree line, and if he's 45 away, that's further than my first range, but still within my second range of my javelin. So it'll be a straight roll for
Either
the
way.
first throw. Will be the straight roll because I have advantage because he doesn't see me coming, but
Right.
disadvantage. So yeah, I
But
guess
if you run out,
then he'll see me either
he'll
way.
see you coming and assumes some shit's about to go.
So I will start. I will just come run breaking out the tree line, shield in front of me, javelin over the top, and once I get to the 30-foot mark, so the first 15 feet, I'll throw the first javelin.
Okay.
Could you imagine this horse shit?
You are
He's standing there
You are
with
in
some-
totally the wrong country to be charged by a Spartan.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? That this guy's in full plate with a shield?
I would like to make this a distracting strike.
Just for the extra damage, I assume.
Well, I mean, hopefully to kill him outright.
And if it doesn't, he'll be distracted.
That is 9 damage.
Okay. You seem to have, well...
Is that massive damage?
I'm gonna have to dig that book out from under this TV. I am gonna have to dig the book out from under this TV.
I don't think anyone can see the TV on any of the camera.
They can't. Yeah.
They can't tell that you're William 3 screens.
Yes.
Yeah, because Erickson decided to. Or sorry, a webcam decided to axe kick Erickson's laptop back in the day.
Yeah.
It sure did.
Let's just go.
You want to know what tech god you pissed off?
I'm beginning to feel like I'm a tech god.
Tech god.
Man, it has just been no end of trouble for us for a long time. Here we go. System shock. He's definitely failed. No. You just can't take reactions until the end of his turn. You hit him with the blow that seems to have him mortally shook. He doesn't seem to be giving any thoughts to standing and fighting.
I would like to use a second maneuver, a quick toss, to throw a second javelin as a bonus action.
Okay, at him or at the other guy?
The other guy's not on the shore yet.
No, the other guy's
He's
just sitting in the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's good. I'm going to try and kill the dude who could push the boat out. I don't want these guys escaping. Ooh, but that's a bad roll. It's only a 10. Is he in armor? Does he have a dex mod? Is there a chance? 10 even?
It does not hit.
Okay.
Sticks into the side of the boat.
Well, then after the first javelin is...
I'll do the other 15 feet of movement.
Okay.
So I'm 15 feet away from him. Or excuse me, 35 total. So I'm 10 feet away from him.
I'm going to have everybody roll initiative now. Not that I think it will matter for these guys. Unless they roll really great.
It's an 11 for the dwarf.
They did not roll really
I
great.
got an 18.
23.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Go on!
Yours was what?
11.
I'm not
They
gonna,
do
I'm
less
not
than
gonna,
11?
I'm not going to bother writing any of these down.
Okay,
Go ahead.
it's him, me, you, them. It's him, me. Maybe you'll get a turn.
I'll move my
If they're not all
35
dead,
feet.
but-
I don't know how
You have-
far away.
Okay, if you move 35 feet, you'll get up within 10 feet of them.
Perfect. So now I'm going to use one of the features that I totally forgot that I had.
That tends to happen.
You
You
know,
know?
your shadow will poke them in the brain.
Yep. I'm going to use my shadow to make a melee attack with my dagger against him. Hate to say.
You give
make
your
a
shadow a
melee
knife, and the knife goes up the shank.
Which
Which is honestly kind of cool. let's be honest.
I just like the image of him just dropping the
Wait,
dagger.
don't get him. He drops his dagger.
You see
a hand
him.
reaches up and
So
it
this
just
is
skitters across the hand, nicks the guy's ankle.
so this is with booming blade because it's any melee attack roll, and
Right.
because I can do
And this
that,
this counts as one of your melee attacks.
and it's still self because now this is just reach. So
So you can use your shadow to give you reach.
Yep.
That's neat.
number of times equal to proficiency bonus.
That's cool.
Makes
yes.
me want to pair this with the monk and do literal shadow box.
It makes me want to pair this with a bugbear using a glaive.
20, an extra 10? No,
There's-
you guys have no clue.
There's another
Muppet arms.
there's another thing you could stack on top of that, right? To just like
Oh, what else can you do?
you
to
can
increase
you
your
can
reach?
well I mean you can end up giving yourself like
There's a
I think you could. Well, no. There's like the monk thing that you could do, like the fire fists. But I think that's only for melee attack, so it wouldn't pair with the reach of the glaive.
There is the. I'm blanking on all of the subclass names. The monk that lets you use wisdom instead of strength.
A wise monk.
Wise ass.
I like it. Anyways, it's a 22 to hit.
yeah. Which one? The wounded one?
I think there's a class in Heroes of the Orient that
Yeah.
Yeah.
could
Okay.
just some extra reach. One of the Kinsai or something. There's
I
like
think
some special thing they can do to get extra.
Which is right because I think that's what you paired with your
Oh, it's the
bugbear.
astral self.
With your bugbear using a glaive.
So I
So
could
you
like
ended up with,
stab
like-
like 20 feet away.
Yeah.
The astral self can give themselves reach. Then there's the tattoo now that gives them reach.
Oh, I forgot about those dragon mark tattoos. Those things are cool.
They're awesome.
Tatted up bugbear Kinsai. Fuck yeah, with a glaive? Are you kidding me?
It is the ultimate Muppet Arms build.
That's very weeby.
Yes.
It's like,
But it's cool.
I'm a Kinsai with dark tattoos whose shadow can attack for him.
Alright,
But I'm
so-
just this big dumb Muppet arm furball.
It is 6 damage.
On the wounded one?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I would roll for massive damage again, but there's no need.
Cool.
He's dead.
Oh my God,
He's
fucking dead.
He Oh shit, he did.
You give your shadow a knife, and the shadow stabs him and kills
Hold this. Never mind. Good shadow. And
Okay.
yeah.
him. And it's dark out, so nobody can really see what exactly.
Hey, it's my turn.
It is.
I want to come running and draw my sword, springing up into the boat.
Okay. Give me an athletics check
Okay.
for the springing into the boat part.
16.
Oh yeah.
Landing in the boat. Is there just
mostly-
one other
There's
dude?
just one other dude. You mostly just didn't have to crit fail that.
Okay. For my attack action, I'd like to attempt to shove to knock him prone instead of an attack.
just
I want to basically do a flying kick to the chest
Okay.
to knock him
Yeah.
flat on his back in there. So it's
Okay.
I think it's athletics to make a shove instead of an attack, and that is a 21. I think you can make an athletics or an acrobatics to contest me. Is that how it works?
Same either way, so we'll say acrobatics.
Yeah, he's
I
trying to
think-
dodge.
I think that'll look cooler if he
Yeah.
dodges. I like the idea of him just stonewalling you with a kick like that, but
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint, you're gonna have to crit.
He's got it.
He does not crit.
So I go for the flying chest kick onto his back, and then press the sword into him and say you got some explaining to do.
Give me an advantaged intimidation.
Advantage.
As you knock the wind out of this man. And kick him flat to the bottom of this rowboat.
That's a 20.
Oh, yeah. He seems
A dirty
too
20.
stunned to talk, stunned in the physical sense of he just got kicked by an elephant into the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also stunned as in he's just shocked by what in the world has just happened. But he seems a little too stunned to speak at the moment, but he does have his hands up in the guise of, I ain't trying nothing.
Okay.
I toss the torch in the water and I start.
You go, fuck.
Can't you use your nose to smell where the smoke is?
Yeah, that's how that works. Just the smell for the smoke. We're in the ocean. Yep.
You guys are,
Exactly.
not for the first time, the proud owners of a rowboat.
Yeah.
And not for the first time, the proud owners of a dead Curian. But is this the first time you guys have had a live Curian?
I believe
Ooh,
so.
free range.
Man, it costs like an extra $20 at a Whole Foods just to get a free range here. I climb into the boat.
Yeah. I think let's turn the boat over. I'd like to question this guy and be like, so I assume you're a Curian soldier or spy, and that you're working with this tribe of dwarves? I'll say in common as an elf in hoplite armor.
I'm just a sailor. I don't know anything. I just pick up the dwarf and drop him off.
We killed the wrong one.
Oh no. I just murdered this guy's friend. This guy's just...
He does.
I'd like to inside it. I'd like to
Okay,
inside
you can give me an insight.
it. 12?
12. You think this guy's probably a Curian Navy sailor?
Okay. He's not he's probably a
He's
soldier.
not. He's not.
Borderline
He's
soldier.
not in armor.
Okay.
But,
Okay, good.
You don't think?
Oh, no, you killed him. I'm good.
You don't think this is?
No remorse.
You don't think this is just
It was his time.
You don't think this is? The gods have decided it was
Anubis, or whichever god of death, has decided it's their time.
Pluto writes, because this guy's a Curian. Pluto writes an angry letter to Anubis telling him to stop deciding that it's Curian's time.
I've told you this once and I've told you this twice. Stop doing that.
He accidentally sent a baby's pet dog.
Anubis replies, "Fuck you, get out of my land."
They're in my land, though I decide when they die. No,
No?
they're way up north.
Whatever your god is like, hey, now hold up a second.
They're not in your land, and they're not in my land. Oh, so you admit that that's not your land?
I mean, bloody waters. Anyway,
You don't
I
think
mean,
this is a merchant sailor?
Yeah.
You think this is a naval sailor? You think he is telling the truth? You don't know, you don't know if how much he knows about, what... He probably knows in general what the mission is, but... It sounds like he doesn't know any specifics.
When was the last time the dwarf was here?
A couple of nights ago, we dropped him back off.
How often does he usually come?
Not all that often. We trade out with another ship that's usually a week at a time.
Are you able to send for him?
For the dwarf?
Mm-hmm.
No, he signals for us.
Is it with the torch?
He kind of looks at you like, why the fuck do you think we're here?
Yeah.
Yes! Damn, we're smart.
I pushed.
The whole party, no in person.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna push.
In character.
I'm gonna move Tersius kind of to the side and be like, keep the sword on him.
I think me too.
Yeah.
I think you should.
What's your crew? What is your crew situation looking like aboard your ship over there?
What do you mean?
This was the ship.
Or like the actual main ship where they
ship
bring
we're
the
coming
dwarves?
They don't sit up there for a week at a time in a rowboat.
Oh, there's another ship? Look, what's the crew situation on this ship? It was really far away before. I didn't come tell the size boat it was.
Oh, I thought it was a lot farther than that. Turns out it's just really small.
It's just a rowboat that just sits there.
Oh, wait, no, I saw sails. That's right. I saw sails before.
I just
assumed they were airing out clothes.
I
over
whacked
there.
Tersius on the head like.
Kong. I'll have to ring my bell.
Yes, I do. How big is your crew over there on the ship?
There's 15 more.
15 more. Who's the informant you bring the dwarf to? I'm assuming your captain.
When we pick up the dwarf, we take him back south of the wall. Drop him off at a port there.
This explains a bit.
Do you have any intel from him currently on board your ship?
Like I said, we just dropped him off a couple days ago. And the sailors aren't really aware of... Even the captain hardly talks to the man.
So
We just pick him up and drop him off.
Has anyone thought of, like, what do we do with this guy from here? Because anywhere he goes...
Is there a way that you signal your friends for help?
He gives you a look like he wants to say yes, but you and him both know he has no way of doing that apart from yelling really loudly.
and if he does that, good chance he.
I mean, we kill him, obviously, if he screams, but we can't lure them to the coast. If they don't come back, that sends up a red flag.
Yeah, we already killed the guy that needs to go back that they normally wait for. So when he goes back empty-handed and missing a person, that's a red flag. But if we leave him off the boat and he stays here, he's going to go and kill them, which is also a red flag.
I mean, here's the way I look at it. And I am saying this in front of like, we kill him, and they either get confused and come to shore and we have to fight 15 of them, or they think their cover's blown and they need to leave and they sail away. What do you think they would do in that case? If you were to not show back up?
I mean, some of them might want to come, but I doubt they'd risk bringing the ship in close to shore. If I'm being honest.
I appreciate your honesty. So if we kill him... No, like, I mean, if he never goes back to the ship, they probably just leave.
Yeah.
We could hide this boat, and we could give some more information to that lord, and then wait for the informant to come back and jump in. And then we have our evidence at that point. Or we could take this informant here, or this the sailor here, with us back to camp, and make him explain to the rest of the camp what's going on, and have him be our proof.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, if he doesn't go back, they're obviously not going to stay. They're probably just going to flee. And if they don't, and what that buys us essentially is, how long has your ship been sitting there?
Since we got back a couple days ago.
So a couple days. It buys us a couple days if they swap out weeks at a time. Which, if they start missing crews, they're less likely to.
They're not going to send another.
They're not going to send another ship, at least. So that gives us at least a week of time.
If that ship knew its cover was blown, would it just leave? though? Like, if we just send him back and let him know, like, this isn't a safe shoreline anymore, you better not come here anymore.
Ooh, want to go attack the ship then?
Not particularly. I don't really want to fight 15 Marines.
We don't-
We have to save the ship.
I mean, yes, but I don't really want to bring that much attention because I think it'd be better if we can get this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we could kill this guy or do something with him, tie him up somewhere, sail this boat back to them, kill them, and then wait in their boat for our informant friend to show up. And then we could sail in and get him.
He doesn't come all that often.
You'd have to have intel.
It had been some weeks before we
Yeah,
heard from him
and
before.
And I guarantee you, the only reason he came back at all was based on the information that we gave him. I think at this point our best leverage is to use him as our proof. Use the sailor here.
We could guarantee that you would, by the best of our powers, survive. Would you attest to would you be able to attest to a council of dwarves that you were here, that you were ferrying this dwarf from this village regularly?
I can explain what my orders were, but like I said, I don't know much.
He doesn't have proof.
We don't have hard evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Be better if we could catch the informant. I mean, the good news is, with all the soldiers that we have lining this tree line, that big boat will never be able to come in and land here safely anyways. So if we let this guy go, we don't have to kill him, and he's just a sailor. His time will come in war, I'm sure, soon enough. We could send him out, and I'm sure he'd let them know that there's no safe bit of coastline here for them to come in, and that this situation is no longer in place for this informant coming and going.
Give me a deception check.
I'm fairly charismatic. Lying is not my strong suit, but
It is one of mine.
16.
16. He is nervously eyeing the tree line. He seems quite intent on preserving his own hide, which is maybe why he's being so helpful.
This informant, this dwarf that's coming and going, he just comes out and signals, usually in the night with a torch?
That's always how it's been done.
Okay. I mean,
And-
if they know that this isn't a safe coastline anymore, I think they'll get out of here, and we could try and get more information, and get that informant.
Yeah, give a little bit more, and
I think that might be our best bet for real proof.
yeah, it's gonna require a little bit of. What is my deception? I do not have good deception. I cannot lie. All right. Yeah.
Mine's pretty good.
Yeah, but you don't speak Dwarvish,
Oh.
so you're gonna be useless in negotiations.
It'll be you going back by. I think that might be our best bet. I don't think this guy saying what his orders are is going to be damning enough of evidence, and they won't. I don't think dwarves will take the word of a Curian soldier, but they
Yeah.
will take the word of a dwarven spy that we
Yeah.
have the intel from.
Yeah. So
I concur that they probably wouldn't believe any of us unless they can read Curian.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the captain would have his orders written.
it's a good.
That is a good point. So we kill this guy and get on the boat. I mean, 15 guys is a lot of guys.
Roll you as a sailor. Roll me a. Let's just do intelligence with proficiency
That helps.
because of
6.
CX.
I mean, me as Matthew would think that not everyone on board the boat is a soldier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that exact distribution would be. I mean, when we were on a barge sailing in the river on the other end of the known world,
Yeah.
a lot of the guys on there, when those guys tried to jump us, were just like, I'm not paid to fight you, whereas we were. So I wouldn't be, I mean, it's a military vessel, but I wouldn't be surprised if some number of them are just deckhands.
That's true. I'm still one for saying attack the boat, but it's up in the air.
Well, Okay, here's an idea. Do we want to catch this informant? Let's say we go to the boat and we
I mean, we could do both.
no, but this is my point. This is my idea for the plan. We go attack the boat. And once we have commandeered it, I come back to shore. I come back to shore with you, because you know how to row. I then go and give the guy more information, and then when they signal, you and Asim come to pick him up, and that's when we capture him, and then we can bugger off.
I think that's a pretty reasonable plan.
Yeah.
But
So-
what about this guy? I don't really like the idea. I mean, he's a Curian, but I don't really like the idea of just killing a man in cold blood. We've got him.
Since when?
Well, there's a big difference between, like, attacking an informant spy with city-ending information as he runs down a path, or charging a soldier head-on who's picking up an informant, versus having a guy...
I say looking at the dude dead on the ground by
You
our
killed
feet
him.
right now.
You started it, though.
Technically, no, but
It was a mercy kill. Is what it was.
What I'm saying is, at this point, he's at our feet, he can't... that guy, I charged. It was a combat.
I'll
many-
have you
goes
know,
back.
I've staunchly considered myself a servant of the old Republic and not the current Empire, if that helps.
He knows what he's talking about. Try and get on your good side.
I mean, what if we, like, strip him, gag him, and make him run south? I mean, he won't make it to the wall in time to warn anybody that'll get to this boat before we get out
I'm
there.
running across Dwarven lands. I probably won't make it to the wall at all.
I mean, would you rather we kill you and hide you somewhere?
I'd rather we found a third option, I suppose, is what I'm saying. I
One
feel
final,
like I've been
one final
as helpful
question.
as I can be.
One final question. How many warriors are aboard your ship?
Yeah, how many of the people on board your ship are fighters?
I mean, everyone's been trained, but most of them have never seen battle, and most of them are unarmed at any given time. Of actual soldiers, there's 4, I think.
Let's just let him take us to the boat, and we can figure out what to do from there.
What you've seen is only a... This guy fights with a shadow, alright? It's the smallest, minuscule shred of what we're capable of. If you allow us to hide in this boat and row us in there, no one will have to die that doesn't try to stop us from getting what we need, and then all of you that lay down arms can sail your merry asses back to the southern end of the wall.
And if he
Sound reasonable?
And if he drops us off on the boat and he tries to get away, his only option is to go back from the way he came.
And as we've said, through Dwarven lands, you won't last long.
Especially with all of our soldiers waiting.
Yeah, our tree line dotted with bloodthirsty berserkers.
It's probably best if just he hides, you help row, because they'll be expecting the dwarf. And if anyone asks, you threaten to be.
If anyone asks, we threatened you with your life, which is what we've done most of this conversation.
That wouldn't be hard. Just bring the dead body with us, and we don't have to prove anything. It's a dead body.
Well, we leave the dead
Well,
body
we leave
here.
the dead body.
Is he wearing like sailor's clothes? Or he wearing like a cloak or anything?
Yeah, like
Wait, why do we want to leave
it's
the
a
dead
pretty
body?
simple tunic.
Tunic. I mean, I'll be facing the back way. I'll be rowing with his tunic on, and I'll just not have my helmet on, and then row on to
Again.
murdering.
Wait, so we're just gonna leave the dead body on the beach?
I mean, we could drag it up into the tree line.
Can I just make the sand eat it?
I suppose. I guess
you
that's
just like look at it, and he goes, and he slides into the sand and swallows him. No idea what we're capable of.
This guy is now also going to be muttering prayers to any and all gods, regardless of what pantheon they're in, that he knows the name of. Which it really, admittedly, isn't a ton. He doesn't seem to know any single pantheon. but
Poseidon. We're close to the water. You should do Poseidon.
I'll point at mine. This one. You want to?
He has no idea who that is.
I
but-
lean over and be like, "Yo, Pantheon is gonna save you."
If you double cross us.
Consoling, threatening.
You curl up in a little ball right there. We'll throw some of this guffins on top of you.
So
And
tall.
you can wind up in a ball. You're like pitch black. It'll help. You'll be easy enough to hide in there. And I'll just have the cowl on, and I'll be rowing the boat. And
This boat is tall enough.
we'll have a dwarf and another guy. It'll be
Sailors,
perfect.
what news from the coast? Ominous wolf-eared shadow rises up at the back of the boat. Oh, dear gods.
Nope. Decent chance we can get on board, or at least get him on board and me most of the way there before they even realize anything's amiss.
Sure. And we can just attack the ship. I mean,
Yeah. As we're rowing, I'll cast Shillelagh on my staff just to be ready.
Mhm.
Sure. And I'll just kind of be sitting there like playing with like
After a couple tugs, my javelin comes out of his friend and then out of the side of the boat.
I'll just be
Well,
like,
your dad was not just sticking up out of the sand.
Oh, that's right. As he sees his head, like, oh, I have to shake him, like, kick him off the end of
by the
the
way, I have an
hole.
extra javelin and a spear for you.
Perfect.
as we're rowing, I'm just gonna be sitting there like playing with fire between my hands, just like as an intimidation trick.
All right. Good stuff.
Of all the legends this poor soldier could have walked into, this is the one he walks into.
He's lucky he ran into this one where we don't kill him.
All right.
To be fair, it was luck. Because that second shot, I was like, might as well just finish off the guy who's not having a good time.
I was ready to thorn whip this dude in the face.
Yeah.
I thought about jumping up and just trying to stab him, but I was like, no, we got to get information from somebody. So if it was only him. So yeah, we'll merrily off to Murdering, paddle ourselves over to that other.
You can paddle your own asses out to sea.
That's like I hear Tersius just singing to himself. Tersius. Tersius!
Elven sea shanties.
Elven sea shanty, yeah. Please, Poseidon, don't sink our boat. Please, Poseidon, please don't sink our boat.
Is this in Elvish? Is this in Elvish?
I stabbed a cow, I stabbed a goat. Please, Poseidon, please don't sink our boat.
Am I the only other person that understands what he's saying?
Yeah.
It sounds like beautiful elven.
Inspiration.
Can I roll an insight? Can I roll an insight to see if I can I could guess?
You don't understand a word of what he's saying, but he's obviously singing a sea shanty in Elvish.
And Asim is obviously dying.
Azim seems unhappy. Maybe it's just because he's curled up like a dog in the bottom of the boat. Maybe it's because of the singing.
He's just thinking, man, why am I here right now?
I stabbed the cow. I stabbed the goat.
Please, Poseidon, please don't sink our boat.
Oh, I might have to cut that clip out.
Inspiration.
Best song I've ever come up with.
And they say Skler is the musician of the group.
Little do they know.
I mean, come on, man. The man's a poet.
Clearly.
Okay, you can. They are expecting nothing amiss. This is not a huge boat. This isn't a military vessel in the sense of like a trireme.
Mhm.
It is like clearly designed to use either oars or sails. It's a single mast. It's not a massive ship, but it's a pretty nice little. It's a pretty nice little ship. And you would expect with a like if it's a Curian vessel that's not a like war vessel, it's probably at least relatively quick on its heels for the time period. And it could probably fairly comfortably carry more people than are currently crewing it.
So he moves a solid 10 minutes of speed.
10 units of speed. Yeah, they'll paddle on up. I mean, I think we let our friend here help the dwarf on board first.
Okay, they throw you a line as you get close, which this sailor will take, and pull the boat up alongside. It is obviously taller than the rowboat, but not like necessarily by a super significant margin. So you can climb on
You want me to wait here for a signal, or
Wait for my signal.
Signal!
Wouldn't be the first ship stolen by exactly that method.
I mean, they'll probably recognize one of 17 dudes that just sit around on a boat for a week at a time together. So I don't think our guys will last much longer than me jumping on board the boat.
Yeah.
so just follow up behind?
So
Yeah, just kinda
once
be
you
ready
hear a ship go down,
Cool.
be ready.
Yeah, have your shadow just rise from the sea.
I think you're gonna kind of like rub on the shoulders, acting like, "Oh man, I'm tired from a lot of paddling." Is he on board? Like, has he been helped up yet?
He can climb up on
Yeah.
board.
I'll
They
let
don't
you take-
take a lot of effort to help.
But they let him on.
Like, and the sailor with you is like still standing there, like in the rowboat, like holding the line, kind of, and keeping the boat kind of up against it. And he's giving you a look of like, "What the fuck now?"
Like rub the arms, like, "Oh, really paddling." Like bend over, picking up the helmet, and just kind of slide it on. And I'm gonna turn and come charging up on
Okay,
the boat.
he is going to just kind of essentially take Asim's spot, laying down in the bottom of the boat, and
Excuse me.
staying out of the way.
I would like to, drawing the sword and shield, jump up onto the boat, try and pull myself up next to my friend.
I guess before he does that, am I on the boat to kind of make a quick glance at people that like?
It's the middle of the night, so there aren't necessarily, and they're not actively sailing, so there are not a ton of sailors currently awake. There seems to be armed individuals with short swords, essentially both fore and aft, the front and the back, and those are the only like armed people you can see. There's probably a total of 6 people on deck right now. Those two, and then 4 other sailors. Nobody, at least at the moment, particularly looks like a captain.
Okay. Trying to think here. No, you can jump on board because I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
come charging on board, trying to kick this shit into high
You're
gear.
gonna have some initiative rolls.
Okay. I am trying to be like, anyone who lays down their arms won't die.
That's a 16
But,
for the dwarf.
13.
19.
Okay, so you go first.
I'm gonna wait. Skip.
I mean, I call that out, so if you want it.
I'll just lean up on the boat, do my stretch, and then get on the boat.
Okay. As you stand up, this sailor that you brought with you takes your spot in the bottom of the boat to stay out of the way.
A smart move.
So it's your turn then.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at one of. I'm going to use.
Used all my dice.
I'm going
Murder
to
that
use.
sailor.
I'm going to use command on one of the sailors I see, and my command is going to be cower.
Okay. What save is that?
Wisdom.
Yeah, so he's to see.
14 is yours?
16.
Ooh, that beats it.
Well, you are so wise in the
So
ways
wise,
of not doing what
You
you
just ominously say cower to this man.
cower. He's like, he makes a save, but he fails his balls check and just curls into balls.
He doesn't cower, but he is afraid. It is Tersius. They once again just rolled back.
Is there an armed individual who seems threatening up at the front here?
There are 2 armed individuals on deck.
Okay.
One in one front and one in
Take
back.
your pick.
You could get to. You're fast. You could get to either one.
If he doesn't look like he's immediately dropping down and giving up, I'm charging the close one.
Okay.
Trying to interpose between my friends so that I can at least get a tax opportunity if they charge them.
Okay.
But get up in his business and swing my longsword at him.
You can do that.
That's a 10.
That will miss.
That's my turn.
He's going to take a swing back at you.
Okay.
For crit.
Crit, huh?
Wow.
All right, soldier. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were going to quote the Skyrim gamer poop thing. Like, come on, soldier.
Come on, soldier. These boys work hard and they play harder.
9 damage.
9 damage. Not enough for massive damage.
Okay. And then one's going to come and take a swing at you because you're the only one. Other one on deck.
Yeah.
Which is 38.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Man, that'd be a very pitiful. This would be a very pitiful character if my AC was a 6.
You'd be.
I don't think it's possible.
You'd have to have a
You have to-
6 in.
No, because
No.
you'd have to have a 6 and have a -4.
You have to have
Which
two.
would.
You'd have to have a 2 in Dex.
Yeah.
And not be wearing armor.
And not be wearing armor, yeah. You'd have to have
Which is
2 in
possible.
dexterity.
Technically, is it? What's the number for dex that you can't have lower or your character is like?
Well, Dex, I think it's just physically you can't move at a 0 in Dex. But like a 0 in Con, you're just dead immediately. At least, I don't know. This might be old editions talking. I think a 0
that's-
in any mental stats, like wisdom or intelligence. I don't remember.
I like how my joke went from being a joke to let's discuss. Like how
Let's get to the number crunch.
There's the intricacies.
Mhm.
All right. Back
to the top.
Back to the scene.
Cool. So the dude that crit Tersius, make a dex save.
19.
Okay, nothing happens there except for me spending
This-
this.
Damn, soldier.
Damn,
You work
soldier.
hard and you fight harder.
And I'm gonna start getting up onto the boat.
This man's been stationed out here forever. He's just itching for a fight.
Second wind as a bonus action. I gain 11 hit points back.
Okay, what are you doing? It's not your
Yeah.
turn.
Isn't that, am I after him?
It's his turn.
It's my turn.
Damn. I thought I was second. Why did I think I was second? Didn't I swing before you last time?
No, I
You did surprise round.
could.
No.
I'm all confused. Well, then,
Well,
go ahead,
Remember,
read
I
it.
used command.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did use command first, didn't you?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna smack the dude who tried to attack me
Okay.
with my staff that has shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
That'd be a 21.
That'll hit him.
That'll do, Pete.
Max damage. So 12.
Oh, well, I don't even have to roll to see whether or not he goes into shock. He just
You
dies.
just died. I'll re-roll it. Is there anything else? Want to try and steal your turn again?
No, you're good.
As a bonus action, I will second wind. For 10 hit points. Instead of 11. I only needed 9. So I will second wind, and then I will stab it to the man's.
Stab at the man.
7.
That'll miss the man.
Action surge. Fuck this guy. 11.
I'm pretty sure that'll miss the man.
Good lord.
Yes, that will miss.
All right, blue die. You're in timeout. Well,
You
They're
gotta,
not using shields, but that
you gotta have a conversation with that guy like Will does.
get your shit together.
it only sort of helps. Just swing back at you. For 20 to hit.
20 will miss. 21 AC. Good thing you crit last time, because you're not hitting me again, buddy.
We'll have to roll really well to hit you.
I'm in full plate with a +1 shield. 21.
And there's going to be a, I guess you're all up on deck now, so there will be a couple of attacks coming at both of you, essentially from, like, either knives or, like, essentially blankets. The sailors are kind of grabbing what is at hand in order to fight back, seeing as how it's like, I think there's only 3 of them. No.
Okay.
And, pretty sure 12 still doesn't hit you.
Nope.
No, no.
I think they're a lot higher than that. It's like 17
12?
or something.
15?
No.
Okay, well. That's what they got. There is, like, the commotion is clearly, like, there's some ruckus down below. Seems like you've attracted some attention, but nobody else appears yet.
We gotta kill these guys quick, so that a couple of these guys quick, so that the other ones lose heart, give up. You did great. You did great on the one you thwacked. Let's kill these guys.
I broke his skull and turned his brain to jelly.
As a guy who's rolled like a 3, a 2, and then a 4, or whatever it was on those dice, we gotta get our shit together, people, as a team.
Hey, mind you, the one dude, the one guy you're fighting has like the wisdom of a goddamn.
And he crit and hit me
Lots
for
of-
almost
the
half
wisdom
my hit
of
points.
a man. He has the strength of a bear.
The speed of a pool and the wisdom Oh man, this guy's been taking Rex Kwon-Do. Grab my hand, other hand, my other hand. Break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist, walk away. All right.
You think anybody wants to take roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys? Not a chance.
All right, what you doing?
What you doing there, Asim?
Maybe the scene.
That same dude that I missed before. Make another deck save for something that's now a cantrip.
That one's an 18.
He's rolled 18, 20,
and a crit on me.
Fuck, that's got
This dude.
Are you sure that's not
All right, I attack. Just kidding. Yes, you
He's? You guys should see his modifier.
Hey,
Which
the
is,
dice giveth and the dice
which
taketh.
is not very much.
means the DM's just rolling well.
Yeah, and the one thing he missed on me was a 20.
Yeah.
He crit me and then rolled a 20. Man, this guy deserves accommodation.
Yep.
Someone make a note of that man's bravery.
This guy deserves a promotion. Well, time to toss him into the sea.
I'm gonna take another thwack at one of the dudes who tried to
You
stab
have
me.
officially been raised to...
Wait, 13?
13 will miss.
Damn.
Congratulations,
Wait,
sailor.
No, he's a sailor. A 13 will hit.
Congratulations, sailor. You've been promoted to anchor. Throw overboard.
That is a 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, let's see. Oh! He's doing just fine. That was a mighty blow, but he does not go into shock.
Damn.
Well, I'd like to shock him by actually hitting him for a change.
Well, this is a different
Well,
dude.
this is a different guy. You gotta shock the guy who
Has
crit
that
you.
dude taken any damage yet?
No,
Oh,
he
I haven't hit
hasn't.
him. I've attacked him 3 times. The highest of which was an 11 to hit.
Mine was 2 spells.
9. That's it. I'm using the Brody die from now on. I need something crazy to happen. That's all I got.
He'll
I've
swing-
spent all my fun tickets.
He'll swing back at you.
You got it.
Oh my god.
But an 18 will miss.
It does not hit. Even though I think that's the lowest he's rolled so far is an 18 on something. This dude, this sailor.
Okay. Same thing. Still 2 attacks coming at each of you.
Alright. What's your name, sailor? You want to join the fight against the Empire?
Brandon, that one's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep. No shield, so yep.
He going to bonk you on the head for 3 damage.
Alright.
Now his buddy will try. Emboldened by that
Little
great show of force.
Little sailor foo-foo, hopping on the small boat,
He
picking
misses.
up the kindred, hopping on the head.
Well,
At the hoplite and the hoplite said,
Well,
little sailor foo-foo, I don't want to see you hopping in the lifeboat, bopping him on the head.
Where the hell does this come from? How is your improv this good?
He's really in a mood. Best they're going to roll against you, Jerry, is a 15, which I believe misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. There are the other 2 soldiers are going to appear.
Okay.
As well as a man who seems to be the captain, who is also armed with like a gladius.
Mm.
Hopping through the ship.
So back around to the top, I guess.
Hopping around the door to bonk him on the head.
Make them roll a saving throw that they fail.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. First level spells are just sucker saves. I don't have any that are half damage.
Hey, how about you hit this guy?
Hey, unless you roll
With
higher,
a-
unless
with
you
a-
roll higher than a 9.
An 11 is not. I've gotten 11 once.
What's
On
the
4
closest
attacks
grouping
of
of
this
guys?
Ooh, don't worry.
I
The old green and gold will come in hot.
mean, you're on the deck of a ship.
It's
People
a 1
are
or a
just
20.
relatively grouped up. Anyway, there
Yeah,
are
ooh,
2
you have an
people.
AoE.
Yeah, little one.
There are 2
I'm not
people
gonna
next to you. There are
Okay.
like the captain and
Hell
the 2 other soldiers that just appeared are kind of grouped up as well.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
laser
use that.
damage. If you can like hit the captain and then like blast the 2 soldiers.
That's
with
the
it.
plan.
I mean, if the sailors get a bunch of shards of ice, then they might just quit. But the other guys are
seeing
more
the captain
scary.
go down.
That's true. Killing
But-
him.
Kind of all comes back to
An
this
attack roll first.
Yeah, it's a roll, but the effect will still happen.
I wish I didn't waste my maneuvers on those idiots. Or that idiot, I should say.
Yep.
So I could be doing distracting strikes to help you guys hit them.
Actually, first I'm gonna use my form of dread, and what? 6 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then an attack roll at the captain. This is going to be Ice Knife.
You got
It's
this.
pretty good.
You
And
got-
so everyone around the
It
captain
is
gonna
worth
get
saying
it.
that these other two soldiers and the captain do not seem to have had time to put on armor.
Okay.
Also, however many targets are within 5 feet of the captain are going to need to make a dex save, so you
Okay.
can start rolling those
As
now.
well as the captain himself.
So 20 to hit the captain.
That will hit the captain,
Hell
and
yes.
if it's including a captain, I will be making 3 dex saves. Him and the 2 soldiers.
And the captain make a wisdom save when he's done.
Okay.
If he's
Hold on.
alive.
That one we kept. Well, should have been that one who's kept. One of these guys, super dexterous, does great. He's a crit.
Oh.
The other 2, captain included, not so great. About half as great, in fact.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, and then he needs to make a wisdom save.
Yep, so he takes 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
He might not need to make the wisdom save. He's dead.
Max. Yes. 12 cold damage.
Okay.
And then one of the soldiers takes 12. One of them takes 6.
Yes.
Okay. One of them. So these guys come rushing up on deck. There's an explosion of ice, and it just immediately kills one of these soldiers.
Is
The
the
other
captain
one-
still up?
The captain is still up,
He's a brawler.
but he's going to be, understandably, making a making a massive damage roll, as will the other soldier. His massive damage roll is not great. The soldiers, much better. Another one of these soldiers that's just like on top of it.
Looks like you're about to be the new captain, buddy.
That's terrifying.
You don't get his stats, you just get the title.
Yeah.
And that is not great on his massive damage roll.
Hell yeah, Brandon. A
Only
fine
time.
hit, fine move.
There is this incredible explosion of ice as the fog clears, the mist, the ice ball.
I sure
One man is very clearly dead.
Hey.
The captain is down. Hard to tell whether he is dead or not at this juncture. And the other guy's reeling, but is still up and seems still ready to fight.
Alright.
And then, just so you're aware, with that wisdom save, if he still needs to make it, the DC is 14.
What are the effects of that wisdom save?
Frightened.
So if he was up, he'd be frightened.
If he's not unconscious, he's frightened.
Good. It appears to be at least unconscious.
Okay.
It's hard to tell from back here, on account of how you just blew him up.
Neat. Also, I look all shadowy and shit right now.
Spooky.
Spooky.
That was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna
Well,
whack
that's the way
somebody.
That's what magic should look like in,
Yes.
in a world like this.
I'm
That
gonna
was pretty cool.
whack the dude who I just hit again.
Hell yeah.
Rock him again.
Nope, and it's 11.
11 will hit this guy.
Oh,
He's not in armor.
wow. Max damage!
He did. He did. I don't even need to know the number. He did.
You're really good at doing that.
Yep. You're no doctor, but this man is dead.
I'm
So-
gonna
so-
roll the
You are a
rolling
priest
die.
of life
Crit
and
or a
death,
crit
and this man is
fail,
dead.
for sure.
Oh no. Should just repaint all over all the numbers.
Just repaint just green over everything. There's no wonder.
Yeah. Functionally, it's all.
All right, this guy's gonna taste my wrath this time. And that's a 10. This game's bullshit.
He's
Man, I'm useless.
he's gonna
I feel that. I feel
he's
that.
gonna swing back.
Crit me again.
We killed Jerry again. 22.
22 gets me. 22 gets me. This fucking bastard.
4 damage.
All right, I take 4. That's 5 attacks, 6 attacks in a row.
The soldier that you blew
man.
up is gonna come for you. The rest of the sailors seem a lot less just interested in fighting
After that,
after watching a bunch of people get exploded and a couple of members get
and not to
murdered already.
mention,
The near misses I keep getting on this guy. Really intimidating him.
It's the
Miss.
way you came back to this game.
Man, this game bullshit.
The way you came back with that.
Well, it's back around. It's back around to the highest KD in the party. At least in this combat.
I think, I don't know.
Maybe in general, I don't know.
He's probably, I feel like you've gotten a lot of the kills.
I think it's still you.
I've killed more undead, if that
You
counts
killed
for
those
anything.
undead.
I've
Yeah,
killed-
but how many undead have you been downed by? 0? Those are rookie numbers. You really gotta get those numbers up.
Hey, have you tried making a hit?
Yes, like 6 times.
Wisdom save?
I've tried an awful lot. Oh, man.
16?
It's nothing happened.
Save. These wolves' turn.
Oh, God.
I mean, at least I'm glad knowing that I wasted my dice before because I couldn't have applied them in this combat anyways. So I have to hit to use them. So.
Yeah.
Unless I want to like bonus action throw a jab.
So the one who was attacking me didn't make an attack roll. Like he's
No, you killed the one, and the other one seems a lot less willing to fight.
okay.
They seem to be slightly panicked.
And the one that he just got hit with colds just attacked him.
There's 2 soldiers still.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage from the guy who was attacking me but doesn't seem to want to fight.
Okay.
And attack the one that's attacking Asim.
Okay, you can't disengage
Or-
and attack.
Or
You can walk away. You might take an attack of opportunity. He didn't attack you on your
Yeah.
turn.
okay, then yeah, I'll just walk away and start walking towards where Asim is.
He
to
won't
help.
attack you if you're walking away from him.
I'll just go to help Asim now. So. And
He doesn't need help. You see what he did to those guys?
Dude,
I'll try again.
Dude, try again.
I haven't rolled the DM's die yet.
Play the same song again.
12?
Will miss. You're getting better.
New maximum roll! Woo!
He's getting
I've
better.
never seen you roll like this.
I'm usually at least middle of the
Yeah,
road
man,
on
you're
luck.
rolling like me.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It sucks. You live like this?
Ouch. Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, I want to give this guy advantage against you. So bad.
Well, he's
Yes,
gonna
I
crit me
live like
anyways.
that. Thank you very
He's
much.
gonna crit me anyway.
You rub it in every time it happens.
Well, do you need some healing words for that?
I know an 18 misses you.
It does. Fuck, man. This
Oh,
guy's
because you
better than me. Let me die and hire this dude. He's so much better than I
No, let you die and he takes over.
You can wear my armor and just be the new
The
Tersius.
soldier taking a swing at you will miss as well.
Oh God. This game is bullshit.
Says rolling the dice, getting a 20.
Oh, it hurts.
Back to you.
What hurts?
Oh, God, my jaw hurts.
Try this.
My ego hurts.
He's within 5 feet of me, right?
Yep.
25 to hit.
That'll hit him.
Who are you attacking?
The dude with
The
survived
soldier.
the ice
Yeah, the
thing.
soldier.
4. If you, when you're using Booming Blade, you still do your regular weapons damage as well as the effect, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
but no additional damage yet. I'm doing
Right,
it.
until
Not
fifth.
until fifth level.
So it's 6 damage.
He does.
You don't even need to explain.
If he were to move in undeath,
Yes.
he'll take extra damage.
If he stands up, he won't die.
After blowing him up, you do enough damage to finish him off.
All right. He didn't even get to make his wisdom save to be afraid of death.
I'll whack the other dude.
Okay. You can. The only other guy now who seems to have some fight in him is the one fighting.
Damn it! I just got over to the scene. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the one that Tersius is
Swear to
fighting.
God, if you fucking
It's gonna one
max
box.
damage your fucking shillelagh a third time. It already hit.
So 22.
That'll hit him.
Swear to God if that's an 8. I swear to God if that's an 8. I'll come unglued. Okay.
That's a 7.
Sure
It
looked
looked
like
like
it.
7 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive damage rolls still might kill him in one.
He actually. It's a mighty blow, but he kind of takes it in stride.
I really wish that wasn't it's just to make him so bad.
You know what you could do? Grapple him, and then let me create bonfire underneath you
Ooh,
guys.
that would be really good if I grappled him, because then I'd get to make a d20 roll plus 5, and I've been doing really good at that so far.
I thought you were going to say grapple him and try and recruit him.
No, I was going to say,
I'm
stand
like,
there and let me set
dude, do you
guys
want
on
to
fire.
fight back against the Empire?
I was going to say, just stand there, grapple, and let me set you guys on fire, and then he can heal you.
Maybe I can roll dex saves better than I can roll attack roll.
Kind of doubt it right now.
Wait? Oh,
Your
yeah.
turn.
All right, we're good. We've come full circle. We're going back to the die that I rolled at the beginning. Let's see if I can beat a 12.
No!
A 7? This is the worst
Can I-
string
can I
of
see
dice
that?
rolls I've ever had.
Oh my
Thanks for like a 19.
Yeah,
Yeah, you pick up one and roll it too.
That's
It's an 8. That's higher than I've rolled so far. That would have been a 13. That would have been a new highest for me.
That almost would have hit him.
That's mature. You know what? No, I already action surged. I already
You
said
did.
fuck this guy. I could use my inspiration I just got. He's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'll just miss him again anyway. Cut your losses.
Besides him critting you, he's like,
Whip, and you're like,
Eh.
He did. He's hit Tersius twice now.
He's hit it twice.
No.
He's going to take another swing at you.
No,
Even though the
fuck
dwarf just popped him on the back of the head.
No fucking way.
He misses.
Okay.
See, it's a game of attrition because you can't hit him despite his low AC, but he can't hit you because you have high AC.
yeah.
Luckily, you guys can hit, and you'll help this war of attrition come to an end.
Let's fucking try.
Azim's turn once more.
I'm gonna burn the last one and make another deck save, dude.
His deck save is a 5.
17.
That was a nice knife, was it?
No.
Okay.
Please.
Please
Well,
do
up,
damage to me.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's one more than you needed when he was at max to just kill him.
Good. This one, right through the head.
The fuck, Tersius.
You know, for as much time as I've spent fighting recently, and as much time as I've spent on a boat in my life, I think this is the first time I fought on a boat that was at sea. It's a little different. I don't know.
Now that all this is
The rest of y'all
my
don't have me
adrenaline-
fighting you, but besides what you might have just seen, I can't kill.
Now that everything's calmed down and my adrenaline's worn off, should I roll a con save to see how I'm doing on this shit?
Already.
It's not in motion.
Okay.
You'll be all right for now.
just immediately like any anime just.
Okay, you guys have a small crew of
Terrified
confused
sailors?
I'll tie up the captain because I'm assuming he's
Is he
unconscious.
He does seem to be unconscious and not dead.
So I'll
We
tie him
can
up.
tie him up and question him.
Yeah.
Badly injured, but not dead.
I mean, I'm not making any effort to help him. Let's dig through the boat and find shit. Do you guys want to do... somebody should keep an eye... Hey, all of you! Stand in the corner over there! And don't try nothing.
You stay here because you have the big AOE that can fucking mile up.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna yell at the dude in the boat down below that he come up to the normal boat.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Fighting's over. Come on up.
Oh man.
You'll climb up and you can huddle the whole crew of them together.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's start looking around. Someone look around.
Go under the ship.
Anyone looking around can roll me a perception check.
Does that include me like just looking up top where these guys are at, just looking around?
Anywhere you want to look
A
around. on the ship, just roll a
22.
perception check. Okay.
I think I'm keeping my eye on them. Hopefully that doesn't require a roll. I'm on. Don't move or I'll stab you.
18.
Can you stave?
Their AC's 12 or lower.
There's not much on deck, Brandon.
Yeah.
This is like you've been on a few boats at this point. It's like this is not the worst boat you've seen. It's not the best boat, but it's not the worst boat.
What's the rest of boats? What's the
It's
rest?
it's a boat.
Okay.
They have oars, like stowed. You could either row or use a sail as mentioned before. Obviously, the anchor's down. It's just sitting out here. The coast is fairly distant, but you think if somebody lit a torch and you were looking for it, you might see it waving around. With your extremely high roll looking around through the rest of the ship, quite a bit of the ship, it has a relatively small cargo hold. A lot of the ship is just like sleeping quarters, sort of a little like galley, the kitchen and stuff like that. In the like captain's sort of small set of quarters, you can find a pretty significant number of things. Like obviously he was a Curian officer of some caliber, just like not necessarily like a general, but like he was the captain of this ship. So you'll find like, kind of a dressier set of armor as well as like fancy clothes, documents, maps, stuff like that. The maps don't show any like current troop positions, but they are but they're kind of a variety of maps of just the coastland of Kael'tarn and Loreland as well as the mainland, and the like documents and missives seem to be a whole variety of things, from orders to letters from home.
Eddie, I can't wait for you to get back from war. Me and your 15 other children love you so much.
Mother misses you so much.
We've never even seen a father as great as you. You're the kindest, most loving, most gentle soul.
And if you didn't come back from war, why, me and all 15 of my siblings, we would just be so sad. There would be 16 crying children. All of us somehow between the ages of 3 and 6.
Yeah. That matters.
I think this man's got more than one wife. Or
And he treats them all very well.
Or a lot of twins.
Yeah. A lot of, like,
Sextuplets.
pins and sextuplets.
Strange family. You would find a scroll in a, like, relatively ornate scroll case with orders to wait off the coast north of the wall in this area. And there to be, like, look for signals from a dwarven spy.
Okay.
And then pick up that spy, drop them off south of the wall, and then take them back the next night.
I keep all that information on me. And I come back up.
You'll also find 68 gold, or that equivalent in change.
Okay. Just put the pocket there.
He gave me all his money. He don't need to give me any
Not
share of
even
that.
all, just a good chunk. I'm still sitting pretty good.
Yeah.
Possibly, I don't want to say the most as a character I've had that I can keep track of, but not even close to most of it.
Okay, I had so much money, I bought a custom pirate ship because I just had so much money I didn't know what else to do with it. And that was after we built it down.
Alright, so, yeah, come back up and,
If we find a magic person, I'm giving him all of my money. Teach me things. Teach me things.
You know a magic person.
No, another one, a different magic person.
Unless it's the same magic person who offers other things besides this book that we got.
Don't sell out to her. Don't give her that. Whatever she offers you, it's a trap. Anyway,
so
I think we.
the plan is now is you take me back to shore, I go relay new information to the town, and we snatch up the courier.
We can. We could also. I mean, do you feel this is damning enough? We could just show it to the war party and have them show up to this town.
Does this mention the clan by name?
It mentions. It doesn't mention the clan chief by name, but like it's fairly expressed that like this territory is like Stronghand clan.
Okay.
Land.
I think that'd be damning enough because we could
we show it to them, like we show up with the whole war band, and they're like, anyone who doesn't want to be a traitor, join us or die.
Could
I feel like
you
that.
imagine this whole time we thought it was him, but it happened to be a different one that we already recruited? Oh, that'd be so bad.
Well, how would they? Well, how would it wouldn't be? unless they were
No.
in this
So
town.
this
'Cause
dude
town
was
is
too. This dude was
his
too much of.
territory.
No, that's
This guy
true.
was too much of a pompous asshole
Yeah.
to not be the.
Yeah, no, this
That's
guy's
the
a-
perfect skies, though.
Why, if you're not a pompous ass, did you disguise yourself as a pompous ass?
Yeah,
Maybe he's just a dick. You ever think of that?
Then it's good we're kicking him out of power.
Anyway, I think this could be damning enough.
Do we want to get these guys all these fellas to shore and make them run to the wall? And maybe stash this boat somewhere and keep it for ourselves?
You really want this boat?
Then we have our own boat. Does this thing, make it across the sea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think you got it?
We can have our own boat, guys. Could 3 people
Hey, we had our own boat
make this
before.
boat move?
It would be hard with 3. It's doable,
But it
would be hard.
We
I mean,
had
once
our
you-
own, we had a boat before. You hit it somewhere. And I don't. Think
Yeah, it
it's
was like
there
a
anymore.
rowboat.
I don't think
It's
it's,
like-
there anymore.
I think it's like along the lines of the ladder.
This is ours.
Which is integral to the siege plan.
Well, the ladder, you guys also crit your checks.
We
to
know
find it.
exactly
We know
where it's at.
exactly where
We
that
know
ladder
exactly
is.
where the ladder is. We don't know exactly where the boat is.
Yeah.
This is the stone
This is a
lion.
new boat.
This is the
Look over
stone
there.
lion that I stole from a bridge when we were destroying it to keep Curians off of it. This is a ladder I stole from a wall that the Curians were guarding.
Would the ladder
This
fit
is
on
a
this
ship.
boat?
You could absolutely fit the ladder on it.
Hell yeah.
This is a ship I stole from the Curians.
Let's send these guys' happy asses running back home, and let's sail a little bit further down the coastline, pull in, let them hop off and run, and then we stash this somewhere to come back to.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Hell yeah.
fine.
We need to find a good stashing place.
So I'll find a place.
Okay.
Or you could, or someone else could roll for it if they wanted to.
One
Oh yeah,
stash.
because somebody can't roll more. than
Just like,
their
don't
team.
worry, I'll find a good place to put this, right there.
I pick up the boat, throw it inland to where it's unusable.
You know how to find safe places to land.
Yeah.
You can get these sailors ashore if you would like.
Yeah, I think we just say, got better chances of making it if you stay together. Head south. If anyone asks, let them know it was us what done it to you.
Yeah, we don't even say our name. Just say it's us.
Uh-huh.
And after they're all on shore and he finished saying that, I cast the Thorn Whip to crack it to be intimidating.
I mean, they're definitely not sprinting, but they're
trudging.
They're trudging
To
south
trudge.
in the dark down the coast.
Well, they can light a
unable to see.
torch if they want.
You can. So as far as stashing the ship goes, you're fairly certain you will be able to find it again, no matter where you put it, on account of how if you just walk up the coast sooner or later you'll run into it. I'm only going to make you roll if you want to try and keep it hidden.
I think we should try and find someone to keep.
This is your shit, man. This is all you.
Damn it, that means I have to roll. Yes, I would like to find somewhere to hide this boat.
That'll be a survival check.
Survival, huh? That sounds like something.
Don't
you'd be
forget.
good at. Now let's move on to the next.
You have inspiration.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to that the entire game. Next
As
time
is
it's
tradition.
As it's tradition.
14.
You're reasonably confident it's in a decent spot.
14.
It's at the very least.
Yeah.
It's at the very least you can find a spot where it's hard to spot from the sea, and it's hard to spot from inland unless you're
In that.
right on the bay.
Okay. Cool. We got a good little spot. Now let's go report to the war party.
Well, we'll have to make a stop on the way back, but yes.
To do what?
The
Long
lights.
axe. The long axe is on the way back,
Get the
so
long
we'll
axes as well.
get them.
Then they can join the war party that we go to intimidate this asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this episode's already gone on a little long, I think. so
Probably
we'll
do someplace
probably
to stop.
stop it there.
Just game.
This game's bullshit.
This game bullshit.
Just wait till next episode when it completely flips around and Luck's back on my side.
Also, look forward to the video, if it hasn't been posted already, just titled Elven Sea Shanty. That's certainly going to be making its way to the channel. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. This was an amazing episode. Such moments as the Elven Sea Shanty and this game is bullshit. If you enjoyed this, we've got a lot of very similar content, similar levels of bad rolls.
Usually from other people than me.
Yeah, usually for me. And a variety of other systems. We have another D&D campaign going on the channel right now, set in and around the Underdark, which has been truly excellent. We haven't made it to the Underdark yet, and I can't wait to go there and die. Gonna be great times.
Great time.
So again, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.